Okay, now we're talking about
All
schedule.
right, scheduling. Starting to book some shows for next year already, officially and, indirectly officially. We're gonna be part of the AMA motorcycle deal again. I think our season opener is gonna be April 15th.
That's still tentative.
Okay,
No, April 8th.
April 8th, okay.
That's still tentative.
All right, well, that's for the motorcycle guys and us to figure out. But no matter what, I definitely have at Lincoln, July 1st, we're at Lincoln. It's gonna be a standalone show. It's gonna be us, the Legend cars, and it's just gonna be an all small car program. Cause that's when the 410 sprint cars have speed week, they'll be at Port Royal. So that's gonna be our deal at Lincoln. Bloomsburg, talking back and forth with Brian. We're gonna be doing something up there, probably 4 to 5 shows at Bloomsburg next year.
Are they out tour?
Yep.
Is that gonna be big motorcycles?
No. I mean, he's doing his, he's in charge of District 6 motorcycles. And he also has one of my cars. So he's doing his schedule, I'm doing my schedule. When we can, co-mingle, we kind of co-mingle a little bit.
I don't have a problem with the motorcycles. I used to race them myself, and I think it's cool. My deal was, I started last in the heat race, and I couldn't see a foot in front of me, especially on a big track like Bloomsburg. We're moving around there, and I couldn't see in front of me at all. I couldn't see the U tires going in the corner.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. We can't have a sloppy, tacky track for motorcycles, but I think there's something
That was my fault.
needs to be done there for.
Yeah, my heat race had moved the tire during the race.
That's my fault too. I'll take blame for anything that happens, okay? But,
Can you just, for the record, can you introduce yourself?
I'm Darryl Bear. I'm the president of District 6. I run all the motorcycle stuff in Central PA, okay? I decided to become a race car driver now too, and an owner, which I'm not sure why I did it, but okay, I did it. But
Stupid, the same reason we're all sitting.
yeah, we're probably all sitting for the same reason. I used to have a lot of quads coming to our races. Now we get like 3 or 4, okay? My mistake at Bloomsburg was not sending you guys out first with a wet track, like it should have been. That's my fault. I wasn't really sure, and me and Doug talked about this, I wasn't really sure how it was going to affect us and not affect us. Now I know how it's going to affect us. I've been running races since 1996. Okay, it's not the first time I've been just putting races on. I've been in charge of that for all them years. You guys will be my first thing out from now on, always. And the track will be prepped like it is for you guys at, like, say, Linda's or anywhere else.
Not Linda's.
No. You don't want to talk. I said,
You want us to show up.
you
Oh
guys-
boy, we're gonna ruffle some
Once
feathers.
I get everything down pat, you guys are gonna be really happy about running on a smooth racetrack. Because first of all, they get the tracks basically sort of ready for me, but now it's making it easier for me to get into some of these other tracks. And they're happy about having us because they don't have to work so hard to get everything that smooth. Okay? Anyone race go-karts before you came to this? How were the tracks whenever you race go-karts?
Smooth.
You're gonna have them kind of tracks, okay? And I'm sorry, I messed up.
For both parts, it's both a growing thing for both of us.
I messed up there, and I'm sorry you guys didn't get your feature in.
That was understandable.
That was understandable. What's that?
If you're not aware of what he's talking about, the Xcel had a tour race at Bloomsburg this year.
That's also
And
taken care of, but once again,
it was dry and very, very sunny that day.
my flagger cannot flag for you guys.
And
Okay?
we also had a motorcycle injury that prevented our feature from happening.
Okay, he doesn't understand the car stuff. I tried to sit down and explain it to him. Doug even tried to help me
Yeah.
explain it to him. We realized that it's not happening. Most of the shows that I'm gonna have this year with you guys, Mike is gonna be flagging for us. Mike, Rudd.
Right.
Okay, so I've taken care of that problem. So like I said, I'm here to build it. I'm here to take you guys some of the places that I can get into, stuff like that there.
Yeah,
Trying to
there's-
benefit both of us is really what it's all about.
Yeah, and there's some tracks that, for some reason, I just can't get into. Don't know why, it can't be my glowing personality or nothing.
Not at all.
But, you know, he can open them doors up where, no matter what, we're still at that track then. You know, Path Valley's a perfect example, I mean, it's, you know, I might have said something along the line somewhere.
Yeah, as long as we don't have that asshole Doug in our
Yeah,
corner.
exactly, so, you know, so
He
he,
asked if he's still in charge of the cars, but
yeah.
I said, well, we sort of run him now, so.
So, you know, so Path is anybody that ran here before, Path is just a cool track for us. It's one of them perfect fit tracks for all the cars. We always put a great show on there.
I hate spending money on fuel, but I'd run Path legally.
Okay, we're back.
But, for, back to the scheduling, with the Bloomsburg stuff, talking with Brian, he's kind of mumbling right now about a Friday night, like kind of Friday night deals, and I'm kind of saying no, Saturday nights would be a lot better. That's where I feel, because we still have Linda's. Don't know what exactly Linda's is gonna do as far as how many shows, as far as a weekly deal, everything like that. Linda's is gonna take a handful of tour shows. We have 3 shows at Big Diamond next year for sure, they're booked already. We have 2 shows, we're gonna have 2 shows, possibly 2 shows, 1 show for sure at Bridgeport again.
Small track, right?
No.
Big truck.
And then, I'm working with Doug right now, we have 1 show definitely at Kutztown, we might have 2 shows at Kutztown next year.
I'm okay with that.
Can we trade Bridgeport for a Kutztown?
Yeah. I mentioned the same exact thing to him, Mr. Trainer. Yeah.
Wait, can you all come to Bridgeport, please? Come to Bridgeport.
Like, trying to cut back on some of the shows for the tour. Now, it sounds like it's gonna be a lot more.
Well, I've been preaching all year long that I'm gonna cut tour shows back, but now all these tracks are coming up and they're all stepping up, and my biggest thing is I wanna stay around, at least around home, as much as I can. You know, I mean, trust me, diesel fuel costs.
Bridgeport isn't around home.
No, but like for me, it costs.
It's for me.
For me, it takes us exactly the same amount of time to go from Bridgeport to Linda's. For me, it's the same exact time. I mean, the tolls are more money, don't get me wrong, and everything like that. But till it's all said and done, talking to Doug, if I only do 1 show at Bridgeport, all I ask from everybody, please show up. You know, I mean, it's gonna be, it's 1 show. Overall, it's a neat track, it really is cool. Yes, it is fast, it's stupid fast. But so is Big Diamond to a point, so is Lincoln to a point, so is when we go down to BAPS. BAPS is, Grandview is really fast, you know? So that's the biggest thing, like with, with Bridgeport, just, man, show up. I mean, Doug is.
Will you make
Can
it
you-
just 1 show then? Stop it at 1.
I'm fine with 1
Oh,
show.
I have a request. Can you make it 1 show that week?
Yes, 1 show.
Yeah, make it a standalone Saturday.
Standalone
No other
Saturday.
race.
Running
No other
Kutztown
racing anywhere
Thursday,
else.
and then
That's the
guys are in
problem.
Linda's Friday.
Right, well, see,
Yes.
And then having to go to Bridgeport,
Well, exactly,
which is
that's-
fucking terrible.
And that's what I explained to Doug.
And then show up with 10 cars. I don't wanna go back.
You know, that's what I explained to Doug. I mean, that their race was all on me because I was trying to put a speed week together and other tracks didn't fall into place and everything like that. But yes, if we do go to Bridgeport for the 1 show, that's gonna be the deal where it's gonna be a standalone show. That's gonna be the only tour show for that week. Go ahead.
How hard would it be for them to maybe prep the small track for us to run on a Saturday night at the small track?
I don't wanna run this small.
No.
I like Bridgeport, I want to run the big track. I mean, me
I don't,
personally,
I
love the
don't,
big
I don't,
track.
I mean,
Yeah, but we're understanding people get,
every time we go to Bridgeport on the small track, we chew a ton of tires.
but I thought they refixed all that situation.
We ain't even got into that.
We haven't,
No.
we haven't gone there since they redid the track. And those were
Keith's gonna
usually
need another
Sunday.
charger for his phone.
Yep.
So, I mean, with the Bridgeport deal, just, I mean, I'm happy going down there one time on the big track, you know, and that's it, you know, but what Doug is trying to do for Kutztown, which is not official yet, but I'll let you guys know what he's trying to do. He's looking to put a 358 modified race together at Kutztown.
A lot of stunned faces.
And
Ford.
so, you know, at first it's like, I mean, we all say the same thing, damn, but, you know, a car is 23 foot bumper to bumper, and you get it sideways, man, that's gonna be pretty tight. And I mentioned that to Doug, and, well, we're gonna give it a try. Which I'm all about trying stuff. We all know that. I'm all about trying stuff. And then the next thing that I mentioned to Doug was, it'd be really cool if it was a all body night. So if the big modifieds, us, and slingshots, you know, tell the speed turns to stay home, and tell the 600s to stay home.
Why don't we throw the late models in there too? Get
Yeah.
Super like Lucas Oil or something.
So that's where we are with the Kutztown thing right now. Just, you know, we have the one for sure during the fair deal. You know, we're working on a second one. That, with Kutztown, that's where we are. I talked to Kenny Rogers at Grandview. Everybody here knows that they're opening back up again, thank God. Kenny ran our
Fuck
cars.
Copart.
What's that?
Get that on the record too. Fuck Copart.
Yeah.
Sucks that Rogers can't retire. Fuck Copart.
Can that be the title?
Kenny ran one of our cars at the end of the year last year. Blast, and that's, you know, it's what it's all about. And the biggest thing that Kenny said was, he has a whole new respect for our class. That he always bitched about the cautions that we bring out and everything like that. Well, now he knows.
Now that you brought them all out.
Yeah, so when I talked to him the other day, you know, I said to him about, I said, I would love to come on a Saturday night.
Yes.
Once a month. As, you know, 5 shows, so it'd be a poker series deal.
With the
With the
modified?
modifieds. Yep. He didn't say no. His sister's coming home and they're gonna start working on schedule and stuff like that. And then I mentioned to him that I'm gonna have 2 rental cars next year. I'm gonna have, you know, the Hoosier car and then my regular rental car. And, I'm willing to put somebody in a car for next year, you know, like a big modified guy to keep the fans involved in our program and everything like that. And he was pretty responsive with that, and I said, you know, I said, Kenny, I said, as long as you don't hit the fence every other lap and blow my motor up, I said, you can run my car. He just laughed and he said, I think I'll just spectate. Okay, so.
Greater. Big modified guy on a car.
So that's where we are with the Grandview deal. You know, nothing's for sure, but no matter what, we still, you know, Dave Dissinger with the Outlaw Series, you know, he's gonna be doing, I'm sure he's gonna be doing something down there, so we'll be part of that, so.
I thought I remembered at the last race, the Outlaw and Thorough Series says they're gonna be back there more.
Well, if Grandview was gonna stay open, yes. So,
But I definitely like the Saturday night show with the modifieds.
oh, absolutely. You know, I mean, and what's good about that, I think, is, we'll get a good dry slick track for once,
Yeah.
instead of lockdown, you know, throttle.
And it's just all a mess with the Outlaw and Thorough Series. There's just a lot going on there.
There is, but it's, I mean, you take what you can get.
Oh, yeah.
I
No,
mean,
I'm not complaining about it.
Yeah, you take what you can get. We're gonna be going a couple times up to Pencan, just because they are one of our weekly tracks. a deal like that. 98 Speedway is thinking about being an Xcel program next year because they're switching to Saturdays. Since 5 miles closing, they're switching to Saturdays instead of Friday nights. So, I don't know, I've been talking to Ronnie Ford a little bit, don't know what's gonna happen. It is what it is, you know, I mean, New York's a
That's
big,
the one at the horse track.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
Afton, isn't it?
yeah.
that's Afton.
New York's a big deal for us, you know, but, you know, I'm trying to get them guys on our page as far as rules, tech, everything like that, so. BAPS, BAPS Speedway, you know, talk to Goldbrick. I'm sure we're gonna have probably one race there. Depending on what the motorcycle guys do, we might have two.
Motorcycle's gonna be there twice.
Okay, well then we might have three.
What about Woodhall, that was mentioned earlier in the year?
I'm going, as soon as I get my rental car back, I'm going up to Woodhall myself to do tests. Well, I'm going up to both. I'm going to Outlaw, to Woodhall, that they both want to become an Xcel program. And then the week after that, I'm
Where are those tracks? For the record?
Outlaw and Woodhall.
Long drive.
Yeah.
But I mean, where are they in New York?
Out by
Outlaw is
Watkins Glen.
Dundee, New York.
Up by Watkins Glen.
Okay, so up by the Finger Lakes, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Very
And then
good.
the,
I-88.
That's just for the people that don't know,
and then like the week after that, I'm going down to Millbridge,
which is,
North Carolina. North Carolina.
okay. Oh, tell us about that.
Yeah, I'm ready.
There's,
Still in the trailer.
there's two key people that wanna be a dealer for us, for Xcel down there. And they wanna run.
Guys,
They wanna run at, Wednesday nights they wanna run at Millbridge, and Saturday nights they wanna run at Rockfish. I was never at either one, but I saw a lot of videos of both of them.
I heard Rockfish is super nice, and I know you from.
Yeah, so they wanna run at them two tracks, they wanna try to get something going, and it's two bigger name people, for just leaving it at that till it all flourishes and comes to.
okay,
fruition.
so,
So I'm gonna be going down there in a couple weeks after I get my rental car back in
so name the biggest city next to that track.
Charlotte.
Okay, so if you live in the Charlotte area, there's a potential for an Xcel series starting
Yes.
on Wednesday and Saturday nights at the two tracks that you were just talking about. And
Erica was-
when do you think,
Charlotte would be the biggest.
Concord, yeah.
Yeah,
okay, when do you think that you would solidify that if it is gonna be sometime by December, say?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, because these guys, they wanna pull the plug now, they want a couple of us to go down there and just tool around and say, oh, shit, yeah, this is it.
Okay,
Because what's happening is, which we all know, everybody here understands, the 600 micros are completely out of hand. I mean, it's $30,000 for a motor, $35,000 for a motor, $40-some thousand for just a roller. And,
so there's a market in the area of Concord,
yeah, for
and
affordable,
potentially an Xcel series starting there, at least with two tracks to start.
yep.
Just to summarize things. And they could call Doug Borger to learn more at 464-484-5031. Is that right? Somebody help us. I don't have to work. Okay. So say it one more time.
484-464-5319.
Doug Borger, that's who's talking right now.
Yep.
So if you want to know more about this series in December, if it's going to go, and you watch this video, there's the guy you're going to talk to.
Yep.
Okay.
So as far as booking shows, everything like that, that's kind of where we're at right now.